Let us do an overview of persuasive writing and identify at least 3 strategies used to persuade others to believe or do something. What do you think is really responsible for you agreeing with others most of the time? Think about it. You may figure it is in consideration of all the available reasons. However, this is not so. Actually, research shows that we actually agree with others mainly because they appeal to our emotions, they seem trustworthy, or because of reasoning. Persuasive writing is about using your ability to appeal to the reader's emotions to prove that you are credible and to reason with them. One of the functions of communication is conviction. That is, trying to get others to believe, think, or behave in a certain way. Every day, through some means, we encounter messages attempting to get us to support a particular cause, vote for a particular person, purchase a particular product, or use a particular service. We all have experienced in one way or the other billboards, advertisements, political speeches, or newspaper editorials. These are all common examples of written or oral communication that try to convince us to adopt an opinion or take action. To put it another way, persuasion is the art of gaining fair and favorable consideration for your point of view. It can be based on sound reasons or evidence, but in a big way, it targets feelings, interests, and needs of the audience. It is important to note that persuasive writing is different from argumentative writing. While persuasive writing uses emotional language and shapes, changes, influences ideas, attitudes, beliefs, and values, argumentative writing uses clear thinking and logic to convince readers and listeners of the validity of a point of view on a controversial topic. The objectives of persuasive writing or speech are to convince someone to believe in something, to change someone's perception or attitude towards someone or something, to convince someone to act in a particular way. To put it briefly, when writing, start by clearly stating your opinion around a specific topic. Then, support each opinion with evidence or facts and reinforce by appealing to the reader's emotions. Then, lastly, reinforce opinions by leaving little or no doubt in the reader's mind. Convincing a reader or listener to believe in something, changing someone's attitude or perception on a topic, getting someone to do something becomes easier with techniques. Here are the major techniques used in persuasive writing. Authoritative evidence, rhetorical question, analogy, emotive language, contrast, direct personal appeal, and Repetition. Let's look at the use of authoritative evidence. This is saying that we are very likely to follow someone or something that gives the impression of power and importance, or who comes over as knowledgeable. For example, as high school students, we are bombarded by loud music and other types of noises constantly. When we attend parties and musical concerts, the volume is so loud that even the person next to us cannot hear what we are shouting. People also play their personal stereos and car stereos for the entire village or town to hear. We hardly give special attention to these situations, but we should. Excessive noise is injurious to our physical health and well-being. The American Medical Association reports that 28 million Americans suffer from serious hearing loss, and 10 million of those cases are caused by too much exposure to loud noise. The AMA seems like an organization with the knowledge, so we may not be too worried about following what they recommend. And now for the use of an analogy, which is making a comparison to explain or clarify something. For example, if you have a car, it probably comes with a light on the dashboard that will glow when the engine overheats. If it comes on, you can hit it with a hammer, which may work for a while, but soon the problem will return. This is how most of us go through life, hitting warning signs with a hammer while ignoring the real problem. This comparison of an ineffective solution to fixing a car serves well to clarify an ineffective solution for solving problems in life. Next is the use of contrast. To contrast something is to look for differences among two or more elements. One influences readers because of the other. For example, we are caught in war, wanting peace. We are torn by division, wanting unity. We see around us empty lives, wanting fulfillment. By Richard Nixon. Then there's the use of repetition as a persuasive technique. Repetition stimulates memory and causes readers to remember. For example, I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and sons of former slave owners will be able to sit together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a desert state smeltering with the heat of injustice and oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. By Martin Luther King. The repetition creates some pattern readers can easily remember and makes it easier for them to identify and connect with the speaker. Next is the use of emotive language. The aim is to manipulate the feelings of the reader to make them agree with your cause. How many persons know the pain and the distress and the discomfort animals experience in the process of experimentation? Not only are animals' welfare groups crying shame against this wanton, deliberate, and inhumane abuse of animals, but scientists are also questioning whether such agony and suffering are justifiable. And then you can use direct personal appeal, which is an attractiveness that influences others. I encourage you to enroll in a self-defense course through a physical education class or a private club. Even if you do not enroll immediately, I encourage you to do so soon. Taking such a course could mean saving your life in a dangerous situation. This is our chance to answer that call. This is our moment. This is our time to put the people back to work, to open doors of opportunities for our kids, to restore prosperity and promote the cause of peace, to reclaim the American dream, reaffirm that fundamental truth. Out of many, we are one. That while we breed, we hope, and where we are met with cynicism and doubts, and those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with that timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can. Barack Obama. Okay, how do we put it all together? How do we organize a persuasive essay? Here are some guidelines. 1. Begin by introducing the topic and making clear your position in an introductory paragraph. 2. Develop each point in a separate paragraph. It is most effective to present your reasons in order of importance. Some writers begin with the least important reason and then lead up to the most important one. Others, however, start with the strongest reason and follow it with the less persuasive reasons. This section may take about 3 or 4 paragraphs. 3. Summarize your argument in a concluding paragraph by restating your position and the supporting reasons for it. A persuasive argument is presented most effectively when it appeals to readers' and listeners' emotions with valid and reliable evidence, sound reasoning, and the writer or speaker's commitment to the opinion he holds. Until we meet again. And if the means allow, rewatch, like, and share the video.